and like and subscribe. I'm probably going to cut this into 2 videos. Part 1 would be my side of the story. Part 2 would be his side of the story. Like and subscribe.
Unedit it. No, I don't care what you do on your side. I'll edit it on. You're going to give them the whole truth on mine.
I'm going to give them the whole truth.
The whole truth. Yeah, you edit it and see what happens.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, y'all. Welcome back for another Pillow Talk with the Newlyweds. We're kind of not newlyweds anymore, right?
No.
I'm gonna need you to choose. No. I'm excited because I'm here with my husband, even though he's been the last few videos. But I've been trying to get him to do a pillow talk for the past few weeks. I told him to come up with some ideas. He did not. His arms are tired. And so... is that another... Oh. Look.
Pork free, by the way.
Look. These fruit snacks he got. That he got in his mouth. He bought a 90 count. This fool accused me of eating most of it, but he didn't eat 4.
No, I'm getting mine in this time.
In less than a... This time?
This time.
This time. Wow. We don't need all that junk.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back to the beginning. So me and my homegirl, call her OG, because I don't want to put her out there like that, because she might not want to be all in this. He ain't got no choice. He married me. So me and my friend OG, we were hanging out. This is mice. Okay, we were hanging out a lot. We had like start hanging out a lot more at the time, and it was a day where I was going downtown. We was catching the bus. I didn't have a car, and we were catching the bus downtown, and I was just I don't know what it was. Maybe it was that fresh smell of 18 that that the boys were smelling, but the boys was on me that day. It was crazy, and I was getting hit on left and right. I had old white women come up to me telling me how beautiful I was. I was like, I must be looking like a model, right? And then so anyways, I promise you this is how the story goes. So me and OG were going to the platform in the tunnel to catch the 101 bus. And I just said to her, I said, OG, I said, watch this fine ass bus driver be the one driving the bus that I be seeing on the A line, right? This fine ass bus driver. So fine, right? He was so fine.
Keep going.
He was fine back then. Okay. No, no, I'm gonna be nice. You say you too?
I said...
So you don't think I'm fine anymore? Oh, okay, I get you. He's flicking me off. Okay, so anyways, this is where we're standing at the bus stop. I don't know this man's schedule. I don't know his name. I don't know nothing. I just seen him a couple of times on the A line, and I didn't say nothing or do nothing because I'm hella shy. I'm not gonna do that. We're at the platform. The 101 pulls up. You can't really see the driver, so he pulls up and the doors open. The doors open, and me and OG started giggling so hard because lo and behold,
they were high.
No, we weren't.
Oh, okay.
It was that fine ass bus driver. I said, because when we pulled up and the doors open, we weren't the first ones to get on. We pulled up, the doors open, and I was like, oh my god, I know that's him. And it's like, oh shit, he is fine. And we just started giggling. OG gets on the bus first, and she pays, and then Eugene asked her, hell no. What? That's another one? I'm not. These are the fruit snacks that he's eating. Look at this. And I bet you his son is out there raping the rest of them. Okay, where was I? Okay, so yeah. OG gets on the bus. I follow right behind her. We're giggling. And then, excuse me, he asks, what's so funny? And
oh shit, I hope you edit that.
Come on. Come on, it's supposed to be a long ass video. Stop. So, dang. So he asked in his low deep voice, what's so funny? And then she's like, oh, we just think you're cute, that's all. And I didn't say anything. I put my little I put my little bus fare in, get my transfer at
Little bus fares, right? Keep going.
50 cents.
Yep.
Period.
Yep. Broke ass. Keep going.
Not no more. Anyways, so we sit in the middle of the bus. So mind you, we're like, okay, let's sit right here because there's a fine ass bus driver in the front, and there was this fine ass dude sitting in the back of the bus. and I was like, well, you could have a dude. Don't be disrespectful. Okay, so we sit in the middle of the bus strategically, right? Because he's sitting in the front and there's this cute dude sitting in the back. And we were like, okay, we got our choices. But like, who wants the dude sitting in the back of the bus when you can have the dude driving the bus? Mind you, I don't know if I mentioned it.
Never heard about this side of the story yet. Keep going.
He's a bus driver, obviously, at this time, driving the 101. And, yeah, I mean, that was irrelevant to the story, so it's not really, it still is irrelevant. Anyways, so we're driving the bus, we're on the freeway, or something happens, and he makes an announcement over the system, and no one on the bus can hear him, because his voice is so deep and low, like, people can't hear you in the announcement. She's like, so OG was like, should I go up there and ask him what's going on? I was like, yeah, I dare you to. And she's like, okay, I bet. So she went up to the bus, and, you know, switching extra hard, and asked him what happened, and she came back switching extra hard, and I'm just laughing like, oh my gosh. So he said, I don't even remember, I think like something was with the tire, and he's like, we might have to switch buses. You remember that?
She's asking if I remember something wrong with a bus. What, 6? No, that's
10 years ago. 2010, 9 years ago. 9, he got me messed up. I mean, that was a special bus ride. Anyways, yeah, special. Yeah, okay, so fast forward, so anyways, we get to the end of the line, to the last stop, and you know, we're sitting in the middle of the bus. We're the last. We were the last ones to get off the bus, and I get off the bus first. I get off and I kind of run because I'm like, so I just get off the bus and run. OG, she starts switching off the bus, and he stops her because be involved. What are you doing? You and Lala?
I'm listening to the story.
Oh, you're listening to the story. Okay. So he's like, hey, can I speak to you guys real quick? And then, so I get off, and Anna goes like, she's like, wait, he said he wanted to speak to us. He said he wanted to speak to us. He wanted to speak to you. Go ahead, girl, get him. So I'm thinking like, go ahead, sis, get him. You know what I mean? So we're literally like standing hella close to each other, giggling like, oh my God. Da, da, da. And I swear he was so tall. I thought he was so tall. I mean, he is tall, but he looked so, maybe I just grew. I don't know. But, so we're standing there, and he's like, y'all ain't 18. Y'all ain't 18. I was like, R. Kelly mess. Like, y'all ain't 18. Like, yes, we is. Yes, we is. And she, OG,
I'd have checked ID.
Yeah, OG pulled out the ID.
Jail for nobody.
She pulls out her ID. I don't even have an ID. So keep that in mind. So she pulls out, and he barely even looked at it. He didn't even really look for real. He just kind of glanced at it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, okay, I don't believe you. And then so OG.
I know what the expiration date is on the ID. I know what the birthday is on the ID too. So
you looked at it that fast?
Yeah.
I swear he barely looked at it. What year was she born?
I don't know. I'm assuming 92,
nope.
93.
No, she would have been younger than 18 at.
91.
91, yeah. This is 2010.
Damn 90s babies.
So she goes and she asks him how old he is. He was 25 at the time. We're 18, but anyway. Anyway.
Was I 25?
Yeah, you were 25. It was May.
Okay, yeah, I was.
And so she's like, I was like, oh, he's kind of old. You know what I mean? Like, he's old. And then he had a ring on his ring finger, his marriage finger, and she's like, "Oh, you're married?" He's like, "No. That's another story for another time." But he wasn't married. He was legit not married. In a relationship, maybe. We don't know. But we know. Okay, we don't know. So, anyways, she's literally doing all the talking. I'm just standing there looking all doughy-eyed. You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Oh, because I was trying to get her number, right?" Pointing at me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then OG was like, "Oh, well, she got a boyfriend. We gotta go." So we walked off, and I'm like, "I do got a boyfriend, but on some real for real stuff, I had a boyfriend at the time. I can't even lie. I had a boyfriend at the time." And we walked away to like where the coffee shop is. We walked away to where the coffee shop was, and I was like, "You know what? Forget it. This is potential right here. That what I had when nothing. I felt it deep in my soul, and I just had to. So I sent OG back over to where he was and asked him to give her a number so she can give me his number, because I was too scared to go back over because I was a baby. What?
Heart beating kind of fast.
My heart is not beating fast. Okay, maybe a little.
Yeah, we're gonna I'm gonna turn down all the lights, and I'm gonna have that one spotlight, and then we're gonna continue this.
Why?
Oh, you're under interrogation.
No,
look, I'm hearing parts of this story that I told this story millions of times. I never heard the part about you having a boyfriend.
I had a boyfriend.
I never heard the part about
the fine dude in the back of the bus that we was checking for too.
Yeah.
But we chose you, so what's the problem? We chose. I chose right, baby, because I'm just saying. Period. So anyways, I had a boyfriend at the time, so at first I was like, nah, but then I was like, nah, man, forget that. So like I said, I sent OG over there to get the number for me, and he was like, "Oh, I don't bite. Tell her to come get the number." So she came back, and he was like, "Nah," he said, "Go get the number yourself." And I was like, "Oop, that ain't happening." So we lingered. Mind you, my bus that I was supposed to catch to go home, it was the last bus of the night, and it was like leaving in 5 minutes. So I was pushing it close to try to get this man's number. He walks towards us and then dips into the bathroom. I'm like, okay, he's playing games. He did that shit on purpose. He didn't have to use the bathroom because he came out 2 seconds later. And then he's like, "Man, let me get your number." So I gave him my number, and then I literally had to run across the street.
I had to wash my hands.
Okay. I swear you didn't. You came out of the bathroom super quick.
I had to wash my hands.
Oh, that's all you did was wash your hands? No,
yeah.
Okay. Anyways, his favorite haircuts. But he was looking real good. His skin was real clear, chocolate, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
his
like 10
hairline,
years ago, I hope so.
His hairline was not as far back.
10 years ago, I would hope
His hairline is not as far back. I mean, you still look good to me. And to, probably other females too. You know what I'm saying? You're good looking. But anyways, period. That's neither here nor there. So that's my bird in the background. If you hear the screaming, that's him. When we get to talking, yeah, yeah. All right. So anyway, so I run to the bus because my bus was turn on, getting ready to go, and it was the last bus of the night, and I had to go home at curfew. Period. I had to get home. So he texted me, said fake number or whatever, and I was like, nope, it's the real number. I gave you my real number, and we texted back and forth, like very little, and then he was like, he called me scary, and I was like, I wasn't scary. I was taking a shower, and that's why I didn't text back or whatever, and he was like, no, you like he was pretty much alluding that I was too young and he didn't really want to kind of do it, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, fine then, don't text me anymore. And I deleted his number and I went to sleep. I ended up texting me again. We text, this is like right around Mother's Day. And he was like, you should come out and ride with me. And I was like, an hour later, he was like, oh, you know what, forget it. You're not really trying to come out here. You didn't even ask me what bus I was driving. So how are you supposed to come meet me? Because I know driving. So we didn't end up meeting anyways, because when we were texting each other, I was literally at my boyfriend's house. Fast forward, we end up meeting, and you know, I'm a very shy person. I was very shy. He did most of the talking. I didn't really know I am, and he did most of the talking, and he's like, you don't have to be shy around me. What do you have to be shy for? What do you have to be shy for? You were saying stuff like that. Period, Pooh. Yeah, yeah, you said it. And that was one of the things. He was like, well, you act like you didn't. Anyways, I could tell he was a little bit too grown for me at the time. And he could tell I was a little too young for him at the time. So I think we hung out maybe we hung out a couple of more times after that, and then like he ghosted me. But that's just like the beginning of how we met. We don't have to go into too much after that. I mean, we can if you guys want to hear a little bit after. But now I want to hear your side of the story. So give me your side of the story.
It's right now.
This is part 1 of the video. Part 2 will be posted very, 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 very soon. So like and subscribe and that notification so you can keep up with our videos. I only post like I mean, it ain't that hard. Please, thank you, support.
I thank you when you cut this camera off so I can get down to business.
Go to sleep, because that's...
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You want a fruit snack?
I'm about to go eat one.